Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Switch you out, though. Right. I got it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, check 15.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mahomes going to throw. Out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Take it at the 37. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Double time. Hey, 4 down.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. I got you. You're all mine.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look for it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster? And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They run with Hines. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
Here's Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check. 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check safety. Attack.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go for it all. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater flushed out right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 48 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I got Will Lady. 56. I got you. I got you. I got you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes on the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is Quinn. He completes it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
they've got his man, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Bridgewater on first down. It's complete to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Bridgewater. Escaping. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Being chased out left. Going deep here for Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes to the right side and complete to Hurst. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's caught by Bryant, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Bridgewater now. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Mahomes going to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they under 40 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for attempt here, not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.